Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. Greatly looking forward to seeing you in the youth musical tonight at 6 o'clock, main campus. Carried live feed to our other campuses. The games people play. It's an awesome young people's musical. Right now, I want us to talk about giving and receiving. Paul writes in Philippians chapter 4, "Yet it was good of you to share in my troubles. Moreover, as you Philippians know, in the early days of your acquaintance with the gospel, when I set out from Macedonia, not one church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving except you only." Now that's a beautiful, beautiful truth. He said, not one church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving. Paul did not go around and solicit money from individual church members. He received money from a local church, but he did not go around and solicit money from members of the local church. Now, if you will go from Matthew, Mark, all the way through the book of Revelation, you will not find a lot of this parachurch fundraising where they're going around to the members of local churches and trying to get money from the members of those local churches. In the Bible, it was the church giving. The people brought their tithe and seed to the church, and then the church gave the offerings. So he said, not one church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving except you only. Even when I was in Thessalonica, this is when Paul had to start working to support himself on that second missionary journey. He said, even when I was in Thessalonica, you sent me aid again and again when I was in need. Not that I am looking for a gift, but I'm looking for what may be credited to your account. Now notice, credited to your account, the matter of giving and receiving. I see so many Christians today. Pastors teach you to give, but they never teach you to receive. Now please, I'm not criticizing pastors because I understand the pressure on pastors to never talk about prosperity and to never talk about blessings. But I refuse to back up on that. With giving, there is receiving. Jesus tied it together, giving and receiving. Paul ties it together, giving and receiving. And he said, it talks about being credited to your account. When you and I sow a seed, when you and I give, we do receive. Jesus said, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over is poured back to us. Now, I want to challenge you today. When you're taught to sacrifice in your giving, that is a beautiful truth. But you should also be taught that on the other side of sacrifice, there is a God who gives on the basis of your generosity. Jesus said, with the same measure you sow, so shall you also reap. With the same measure. When you sow sacrificially, when you sow generously, God brings blessing back into your life. Not based on the amount you gave, but based on the generosity that you gave with. I want to challenge you today. Whenever you sow a seed, whatever you sow a seed and you bring that offering to the Lord, remember, there is a harvest. There is receiving. Well, I don't give to get, Pastor. That is a false doctrine. When we give, we do receive.